PHP, in this video, I'll be talking to you about the future of the life insurance industry with the purpose of you getting two things out of it. One, you realizing that the decision you made to be part of the life insurance industry may be one of the best business decisions you ever made in your life. By the time I'm done with this, it's going to confirm that. The other part is for you to be able to sit down and explain this thing to somebody else, for them to realize what is going on with the life insurance industry and why is it that PHP is poised to be the most dominant sales organization in the life insurance marketplace. And you will get that feeling by the time I'm done with this. This accidentally I wrote out when Mario and I were in Boston meeting one of our agents, and I started writing it out, and then we said we should turn this into a video. So now it's a video for you to be able to see and present to others. And marketing directors, if you're watching this, agents, if you're watching this, have everybody on your team see this as well. So let's get right into it. Listen, for many years, life insurance companies, major life insurance companies that you and I know about, these are AIG's, Prudential, Allianz, Mutual of Omaha, Pac Life, Nationwide, you know these companies. For many years, the way they sold life insurance was through three different platforms. One was CareerSide. Let me explain to you what CareerSide is to these life insurance companies. CareerSide is their own agents that work for them and they only sell their products. CareerSide. It's their army. It's AIG's employees, agents that only sell AIG products. It's MetLife's agents. It's MassMutual's agents. They're agents that are selling life insurance for themselves. Okay, so that's CareerSide. So no matter what anybody else did, they could always bank on CareerSide because CareerSide is going to sell their insurance product because they work for who? For their insurance company. Make sense? The other part is internet. Became very hot and popular in the 90s, and they said, you know, we need to start selling insurance through the internet, and that's what we need to do. What they did realize with the internet is the following, which is mind-blowing. When I was in Harvard Business School for 3 weeks, and I'm spending time with these 144 other entrepreneurs from 60 different countries, only 14 from America, one of the case studies we did was on makeup. There was a makeup company that came out with the plans of dominating the makeup marketplace by selling online. They were going to crush it by selling makeup online, and it didn't work. Why did it not work? They noticed a company out of nowhere that was used to selling their makeup in CVS realized that they want to go on to open up big, massive 10,000 square foot, stores in malls and shopping centers. They wanted to dominate the marketplace. What was that makeup company called? Ulta Makeup Company. Ulta believed that, Ulta, whatever way you want to say it, Ulta believed that makeup is sold face to face. Here's why. A lady comes in, she wants to buy a lipstick. She talked to one of the makeup artists that worked and said, this lipstick. Then they realized it was easy to upsell to say, let me tell you, this goes with this lipstick and you'll need this and you'll need this. One product, normally they sold 7 other products. One product, they sold 7 other products, right? While the internet person went and they just bought a lipstick and they were done and they left. Because they don't know what matches. But these girls are there with the mirror, everything. 20 minutes later, next thing you know, I'm spending $300-400 of makeup. What did that teach them? Makeup doesn't sell on the internet like it does face to face. So makeup is not for internet, just like life insurance. A lot of these guys started saying, oh, we're going to dominate. We're going to sell life insurance through the internet. We don't need agents anymore. We're just going to sell it through in internet, and we are not going to have these few guys control us because we're going to sell it to the internet. They realize people buy shoes, people buy homes, people buy cars, people buy clothes, people buy food, people buy a lot of things. No one buys life insurance. Life insurance must be sold. You and I are needed. We have to go sit in front of somebody and show them why they need life insurance when Bob and Mary are sitting right in front of us. And you say, Mary, may I ask you a question? Yes. Mary, you have a beautiful family. I just saw your 2 kids. Mary, what are you going to do if, God forbid, something happens to Bob here? I know Bob looks healthy here, but I see this all the time. What will happen if, God forbid, Bob is not with us here tomorrow? Do you already have enough savings in place to take care of yourself and your 2 little children that are under the age of 5? Oh, no way in the world. How would you handle that? What would happen? How do you feel about that? Do you ever go to sleep thinking about that? I do. I'm stressed out about it all the time. Bob, how do you feel about that? And I know you're in shape. Listen, I'm in shape as well, but I've met many people that I looked and next thing you know, an accident happened and family stranded with no money for nothing, and they lose the house, they lose everything. Are you okay with that? I'm not. If something were to happen, how much life insurance coverage would make you feel comfortable? I see you have a $300,000 loan. I see you got 2 cars over here. I see you, Bob, make $82,000. You're a professional. You take care of your wife and your 2 kids. You're doing your part as a citizen, making sure your family is being raised by a great mother here, that she's doing her part. How much life insurance do you think we need? Honestly, I think we need about $600,000. Mary, are you comfortable with that? I'm comfortable with $600,000. You have a couple different choices. Do you want it for 20 years, 30 years? You want a permanent policy? Here's the choices. Then you sell them a permanent life insurance policy, but it must be sold. Bob and Mary are not going to go on the internet and search for a life insurance policy, make a decision. They're not going to do it. This is not airline shopping, okay? It must be sold. Didn't work for them. Very, very big mistake. Then they realized there's a field marketing organization. That's us, okay? That's us, field marketing organization. So what happened in 2003, 2004, I was sitting down with the largest insurance company in France. All of you know about it. In 2003, 2004, in 1 year, they sold 300,000 life insurance policies. In 2003, they sold 300,000 life insurance policies in 1 year. You know what they sold in 2015? 50,000. From 300,000 to 50,000. That's like you going from making $300,000 a year to making $50,000 a year. Very big difference. But I said, why did you go from 300,000 to 50,000? And he was being open with it because he wasn't part of that company at that time. So he said, listen, let me tell you the mistake that was made. He said, 03, 04, when the mortgages started blowing up in America and it was going up very aggressively, people had $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 of equity in their homes, and people were buying jumbo life insurance policies and funding it up front with $50,000. And all of a sudden we were asking ourselves, why are we chasing these $250,000 death benefits that are $100 a month or $200 a month, or these $500,000 policies, while we're getting these agents, because the mortgage industry, selling $5 million policies with $50,000 upfront put into it. Why are we messing with this? This is a waste of time. So they took their eye off the ball with the agents that were selling small policies. Career side, we don't need them anymore. Internet, we don't need them anymore. These big cases, man, this is exciting. Everybody was hitting bonuses. Everybody's looking good. Everybody's going to the nice restaurants. Everybody's going to the best golf tournaments. They're playing at Augusta. They're going every single fancy restaurant, everything, right? Then all of a sudden, 2008 happens. There's no more equity. No one's buying those policies anymore. But they have a problem. What is the problem? Career side is done. And all the other small marketing organizations they had that were selling $250,000 policies are no longer selling with them because they took their attention off them. So what happened to them now? Here's what they have. No more career side, no more internet. They're left with this. Now, what is the problem with this? Let me tell you what's the problem with this here, independent field marketing organizations. There is only few of them left. Most of them, the average agent is a 59.5 white male. This is according to LIMRA. This is not me telling you this. This is LIMRA. The average agent in America right now is a 59-year-old white male that golfs 6-7 days a week. He's no longer selling new insurance policies. More importantly, he's not selling $250,000 life insurance policy. This guy is only willing to sell $3 million life insurance policies. Things that pay him a $10,000 commission, $5,000. He's not going to do $600 commission, $800 commission. So no one's helping the millennials. No one's helping the Gen X, the Gen Y. Nobody is. Nobody is. Then even a bigger problem, he doesn't have the tolerance to go train a 24-year-old kid out of college on how to sell life insurance. To talk to his mom and dad about a $400 month. I don't have time to train you, honey. I don't have time to train you, son. Do you realize who I am? I belong and I have season tickets. And because, the life insurance industry creates decamillionaires. The life insurance industry creates, so some of you are going to make a lot of money in your career and you're going to get to see where we're going here with this. So they're saying, well, how are we going to find the young agents? Where are we going to go with agents? Well, there's a big army out there, Primerica, who's already taken. They're agents of 96,000 agents. They're already committed to the life insurance products that they're selling. So they can't go to these agents. A Pac Life can't go and say, hey, can you sell our permanent insurance policy? And AIG, can you sell our IUL? No, they only sell term policies. So what's going to happen there? Then you have another company out there, whether it's a trans or a W, whatever you want to call it. Then you have another company there, which what are they selling? They're only going to be selling their WRL, or they're only going to be selling a couple different policies. So these guys are saying, there's no way we can get these agents that are going to write us. They're going to say, who's left? What's left? Who are we going to go through? And they start searching. What is this company that keeps popping up, PHP Agency? I can't get online without seeing a single video of these guys. Everybody's talking. Why is it that what is going on? Why is it that they're connecting with the younger audience and they seem like they're getting the multicultural, which we can't get? They're getting the millennial, which we can't get. They're getting the younger generation, which we can't get. And they're dressing very different, which we can't get. And they got young guys with arts on their own. Oh my gosh, they're intimidating. We can't get because we're too proud. We can't get them. What do we do? What do we do? If you can't beat them, you better service them. And that army is called PHP. And you happen to represent that jersey. Just so you know, this is the company you're a part of. And do you know why this is so important? Let me tell you why capitalism is so effective. Here's why capitalism is so effective. If Starbucks doesn't do well with their coffee and they start getting bad, coffee beans going up. They're going to kick their butt. If Pepsi doesn't do right, Coca-Cola wins. If Coca-Cola gets too arrogant, Pepsi wins. It doesn't matter. So because now we have PHP and Army, a distribution channel, guess what we do? If all of a sudden Foresters is no longer producing good products, they're all competing for our business. Every one of them wants us to write their paper. Every one of them wants us to write their paper. What does this mean to you? It means a lot to you. You have the opportunity with this, knowing this is going on in America, while 41% of Americans don't have life insurance. 41% of adults have no life insurance today. Highest it's ever been. That's 95 million adults. No life insurance. Zero. They need you. They need you to sit down with them. We have fewer agents today than we've had in 40 years. America is desperately in need of another million life insurance agents. We want 500,000 of them by 2029. I think the real question is, how many of the 500,000 do you want to have? 5,000, 500, 25, 50,000. Why not you? Because all of them are looking at us. They can't all of a sudden build up career side because their guys are retiring. This is going to take them 5, 10, 15, 20 years to create and ramp up. We already got the momentum. It's just we're barely getting started. And we are approaching year 7. October 20th of 2016 is year 7. By the time you watch this video, it's already October 20th. This is the most magical time for us in PHP from year 7 to year 15. This is explosion phase. Some of you are watching this right now. You got the chills all over your body. Because all I'm telling you is common sense, facts, and logic. I'm not emotionally selling this to you. This is exactly what's taking place in our marketplace. Exactly. And some of you guys can actually own a piece of this thing. Can you imagine that? You can actually own a piece of that thing called PHP. You can actually own a piece of that thing, PHP. Some of you guys can actually, while your friends and family and everybody else is chasing the next $80,000 job or $90,000 job with benefits, you're making $90,000 a month for some of you. Some of you are going to make $90,000 a week or more, but many of you are going to make $250,000 your income. Many of you are going to make $500,000 your income. And many of you are going to have incredible lifestyles. So you watch this video and you get excited. Now it's about making those phone calls, inviting people to BOMs, sitting with them one-on-one, recruiting your agency, you becoming a better field trainer, you going from being an amateur trainer to a pro trainer, you yourself learning what it is to build a real solid business on a solid foundation, you going out there getting licensed, you going out there writing 20, 30, 40 policies a month, you going out there recruiting your own 25 new licensed agents, you going out there and getting 100, 200, 300, 500 people to the next big conference, you doing that. And then we celebrate together and we go travel all over the world. And while you and I are sitting at some strange place in Australia or Chile or Argentina or any part of the world, Scotland, you're telling me saying, Pat, you know what was my defining moment or the moment where I had my white, the epiphany moment? When was it? I watched that one video. It's a very simple video you did. Why? The future of the life insurance industry. And it just clicked for me. And it was game over. And I realized this is what I'm going to be doing Because one, it's a noble industry. We're changing people's lives. This is a very emotional industry. Some of you haven't experienced it yet. When a life insurance policy actually pays out and someone makes the phone call to you on the other line and they're crying, and it's because someone died. I just talked to one of our agents who I spoke to last week, and I called her. Her husband just passed away in a car accident, early 40s. I know this guy. Unbelievable personality, larger than life. On the phone, her and I are talking. She's in tears. She's in tears. But he had a life insurance policy. Can't replace him. But she's gonna have plenty of time to mourn. This is real on what you do. This isn't just a $1,000 commission check. This isn't just a $90,000 a month income and the Ferraris and the Lambos. That's the byproduct. But you'll go to sleep at night because you know what you're doing is a noble, noble cause. Just so happens we get paid a lot of money for doing this. So I want to make sure when you watch this video, you realize you made a great decision, but it's also on you to make sure you go tell this story to other people so they can also make the same great decision that you made. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.